What's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing our very first unboxing of some comics that I had bought online. So each one that I did buy, I will actually showcase to you guys on the screen. Not all my personal information, but the actual comic itself. Y'all know what I was talking about, bro. As y'all can see, I'm rocking my that might not have been a good. Okay, let's do it this way. There you go. Yo, I'm rocking my Aqua. I don't even know what that said on the bottom. Oh. Anyway, rocking my Aquaman socks, man. Y'all know how it goes, man. Look, I ain't got no table, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm in my apartment. There's not a lot of places to put a table. We're gonna be doing it on the floor like it's Christmas, man. That's all that matters, man. So today I did order a bunch of comics. I still have some coming, and one of them I am super excited for, man. So we not gonna talk about that yet. We might do another unboxing video a little bit later, but today I have a couple of them, some bigger, some smaller. Let's get into it, man. So first, like I said, I can't show y'all the personal information, but we have this big one right here. I have been literally fiending to open these, and I've been trying to stop myself until at least most of them came in. So let's see. And by the way, listen, even on Christmas, look, I don't care about the boxing, bro. I know some people are big on boxes. I'm not. So this one, we got. Y'all should be familiar with this. All-Star Superman. You see it. I'm trying to get out of the light. There you go. All-Star Superman. This one is the big inspiration for the Superman movie that just came out, which I would love to do a discussion on if you guys are interested. Super dope. This is what it was from, or at least it drew inspiration from. So this one, and it's also, yeah, okay, so I don't know if y'all can see at the top, but it says like DC Compact, right? So DC actually started releasing these like more like smaller size books. It still tells the whole story, but it's not like these big things, so it's like it's easier to digest, if that makes sense. It's not so like big heavy, and it's like, you know, it's just like a regular book. So super dope. I was super excited to get this one, especially after watching the Superman movie, and especially after I heard what it was, you know, drawing from. I'm not really even the biggest Superman fan, but the way that James Gunn did it, it just like, man, literally like perfection. I thought it was so great. Okay, so that is that one. I will set this one aside right here. And this was the second one that came inside. Oh yeah, by the way, I'll push it up right now. Let me put this out for a second. I'll tell you guys the price on this one, or at least I'll put it on the screen so you guys know. Oh, by the way, this is all off Amazon. No, like, yeah, like, obviously you can get these anywhere, like different places. I got this all off Amazon, so this is what I was doing for the unboxing video. I just want to preface this. You can probably get them a lot cheaper somewhere else. But as y'all did see, I also got The Killing Joke, which is a Joker comic that I'm actually a little bit familiar with. I know a little bit about this. I do know that it was about kind of like a one bad day thing, right? If you've heard that term, if you know anything about Batman, one bad day, right? And the first Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, I don't know how to say his real name, but the first Joker movie, the one that did really good at the box office. We don't talk about the second one. That was easily one of the worst movies that I think I've ever seen in my life, hands down. But the first Joker movie, it showed what one bad day could do, right? Like anybody right now in this world can have such a bad day that it psychologically like changes, like it can chemically alter your brain, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people start off as normal, believe it or not. Like a lot of people are normal. It's just that a lot of tragic experiences can, like I said, chemically alter your brain. And that way, as you can see, not even just the Joker himself, but the Joker is a good example. Mr. Freeze, I think, is probably the best example of this. You know, his wife, obviously Nora, if she was okay, we wouldn't be talking about Mr. Freeze, you know what I'm saying? But incident happened and boom, now he became Mr. Freeze, and now he's technically quote unquote a villain, but he's not really a villain. It's just, you know, he's trying to spin back for his lady, you know what I'm saying? So I can get behind that. So I don't condone it. I'm just saying I can understand it, is what I was trying to say. Yeah, so we did get The Killing Joke. And it's actually a longer sized book. I was kind of, I don't know. I thought it was going to be a little smaller than this. I was quite surprised by that. I enjoyed that. Okay, on to the next one. So this one is in the actual Amazon package. If I'm not mistaken, this was the last one I received. So I think I know what's in this one. Let's open it. If it's what I think it is, I am super excited. Oh, let's put this over here. Oh, it is. Okay. Look, let me, like I said, I'm doing this on my floor. Look, how about we make a deal right now, right? If y'all get me to 1,000 subscribers, and what is it? How many watch hours you need to get monetized? Is it like 3,000 or something like that? If y'all get me monetized, look, I'll go get a table. We will do this again on the actual table. But today is me, you, and my floor. But this one, I was so excited. Let me let's see if I can showcase this. Far Sector, and this is Sojourner or Joe Moline's book. Well, that's the character's name, but this was written by N.K. Jameson. N.K. Jameson. Y'all correct me on that. I can't really tell. But and Jamal Campbell. Super dope. I know a little bit about her. I actually came across her on YouTube first, and then I created her in DC Universe. I swear to God, like she's so dope. And she has like one of the coolest designs. She has like these like glasses, kind of like y'all can see them. They're like these really big glasses, and it's super dope. But as the name implies, she's in one of the if she's not the farthest one, I believe, but or she is, I don't know, but it's far away. Like she's one of the farthest sectors away, and yeah, to my knowledge, apparently things were like okay until it wasn't, right? And then that's where she comes in. So. And there's a lot of people. It's kind of like a M word. I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but M word mystery, right? Like a detective story, right? But I can't. I don't know if I can say the word on YouTube. So yeah, super dope. I am super excited. This is probably one I'm the most excited for, believe it or not. So right now, just kind of a small recap. Grant Morrison's all-star run on Superman, which is heavily regarded as like the best Superman story ever. The Killing Joke by Alan Moore, right? And then, like I said, N.K. Jameson? I'm gonna say Jameson, but I don't know if it's right. And then Far Sector, which is the Joe Million story. That is where we're at. So that is 3 out of 3 bangers. I feel like by the way, I am going to review all of these on the YouTube channel. So if you're very interested in that, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, drop a like. Y'all are already going crazy. I mean, I appreciate all the love. I didn't think it was gonna be like, be that crazy already. We have a big one. Is this? Okay. I don't know if it's showing information or not. Okay. Hopefully not. Please don't steal information. Or make it be on the video. I'll just blur it out or something. I don't know. All right. Oh, whoa, this one's heavy. Okay. Look how thick this is. Literally a textbook. This is a textbook. Okay, this is Jeff Johns' run on Aquaman. If you guys watched my very first video on this channel, which by the way, let me know if I should re-upload the video. I was having issues. I didn't even notice this until I saw it on YouTube, but they changed the lighting. My Adobe Premiere changed the lighting and messed up the videos like exposure or whatever. So it's a lot more brighter than I thought. But if you guys don't care, it's fine. But in that video, I was actually going to see if I can find this in the comic book store. I did not, unfortunately. And they had like single volumes, but I wanted the full omnibus because quick rundown of what omnibuses are. Omnibuses are a collection of stories that tell the full story, if that makes sense. So instead of just like volumes from a certain like one by one issue, it's a collection of stories. So this one, if I'm not mistaken, has the Trench, which is like pretty much a new like type of like villainous like creatures or whatever that he has to fight. And then I think this one also tells the story of like Black Manta, the rise of Black Manta, also like the war on the surface dwellers. As y'all know, it's literally this book inspired the first Aquaman movie. You know what I'm saying? So that's how good that story was. So This story has a bunch of them. I'm going to cover a lot of the stories in this book. So be prepared on this channel if you really, mess with comics. I'm going to be posting a lot of. I want to talk about the Trench. I want to talk about Black Manta because I think Black Manta's super cool. He was really good in the movies. Like, I thought they did him spectacular, and then obviously stuff like that. So big boy right here. This one, and then also, by the way, I will give y'all another close-up just so y'all can. I'll put the price tag somewhere on here as well, and I guess I'll do that for the far sector as well. You don't have to buy these. I just want to put that out there now. I'm only doing it because, one, I'm making content, so that way I can have multiple sources of stories to produce for you guys. However, you don't have to buy these. If you're just interested in the Trench, there you can find the singular volumes or the runs, right? Runs. Okay, so singular volumes, everyone knows what those are. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Runs. So the Green Lantern is back there. I have it back there, but it's on my channel, right? The Green Lantern one is a run because even though that was just a volume 1 or book 1, there's like 5 books of those. I only have 1 right now, so technically it is just a volume, but it's like Jeff Johns' run on Green Lantern. So there's like 5 total books if I'm not mistaken. So once I get all 5 of those, that would be the complete run. The omnibus is different stories that are like to help you understand where they are at the end, right? So it's kind of different, but it'll make sense. Enough talking about that, but that is a big boy. My legs are getting tight. Oh my god. Okay, so we have another big one. Yes, and this one is in a weirdly shaped box, so I'm just gonna like rip it open. Okay. This one I'm super excited for. Okay. Let's put this over. Okay. Again, another omnibus. You do not have to buy these. These are really expensive. Like this, the Aquaman one y'all just saw by Jeff Johns, and maybe, well, it's not really technically omnibus, but the one you're probably about to see, because I know which one is left now. Do not buy these unless you want to. That is my disclaimer. I do it because I'm a nerd, okay? I like being a nerd. This is Batman's No Man's Land. And if you're familiar with the show Gotham, and this is how I even know about this. I didn't know about this from YouTube. I didn't know about this from any friends. I know about Batman's No Man's Land from the show Gotham. Okay, so in Gotham, right, there was well, actually, I don't want to spoil that, but they adapted this storyline into the show Gotham. And that's why it's really one of my favorite shows of all time. But this one is super. I cannot wait to get into this. Again, this is an omnibus, so it's going to have a collections of stories that will put it all together for you to understand why Batman was in No Man's Land. Super dope. Kind of a quick, small synopsis of what I understand is basically something happened to the supply in Gotham right there, and like Gotham, the whole, I don't know, Gotham kind of like separated from everything else, so it was kind of like on its own. So then, because Gotham was on its own and had to supply itself, there was a bunch of different organizations, gangs, all that, trying to claim certain land and area, and basically control what's left, because there's not a lot left in Gotham. So no man's land. You don't want to be there, right? So really interesting story. I cannot wait to cover this for you guys. Like I said, I saw it first in Gotham and I loved it. And that's why I think you guys, and by the way, let me put it up so you guys can see the price. This was by, who is this by? Am I tripping? It doesn't say actually. I feel like I do know, but I don't see his name. I don't see his name on here, so I'm not gonna like pretend like I think. I'm pretty sure I know who wrote this, but I actually don't know because it doesn't say. But I'm pretty sure. If I do, I'll let you know. I'll put it on the screen or something like that. That book is heavy. That one's bigger than the Aquaman one. Like, that one's crazy. And then last but not least, this one came in 2 packages. Can y'all see that? Let me pull it. Oh my god. Easily, look. Easily my favorite looking book so far that I just got. Like, I didn't even know what this did not look like this when I was ordering it. Yo. Oh my. So it says Absolute Wonder Woman, right? By George Perez. So I was looking up Wonder Woman comics because I think she's such a dope character, but she does not get a lot of love, which is so weird to me, man, because she's a part of the Trinity too, right? Like, when you're making comics, when you're making movies, when you're making TV shows, she has to be there. Like, it's literally nothing else. And I know a lot of people didn't like her, like Gal Gadot in the DCEU, but I feel like she was the strongest character, which, you know, that might get a lot of hate, but I thought she was amazing in BVS when she showed up. She wasn't no like damsel in distress. In fact, she was the one putting the beats on Doomsday for real. Like, she was putting the beats on Doomsday, and then she got her own movie, amazing, and then she got a sequel which I thought was also really good. So I had to get this one. Now this one is, okay, how do I explain this? So George Perez has a run on Wonder Woman, and it was a lot of, like, I think it was for almost 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. I was doing some little bit of research on this, so it was about 5 years. Now, this book is actually volumes 1 through 6, called Gods Immortal. So I was looking up, like I said, I was doing research, and some people are like kind of iffy on the run itself, but there were 2 separate stories that were like really, really good that people suggested. Gods Immortals, and I believe the second one, I don't remember the name of it, but it was, I think, in the 50s through like 60 or something like that, was the second story that people really liked. I wanted to get this one because I love Greek mythology. You can't see it right now, but there's a bookshelf right here. That little hole in the wall right there, there's like kind of like a bookshelf there. I have all of the Percy Jackson books. I grew up on those. It's literally like, I just collect them now just because like I have them, but I read those books when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in 6th grade reading like these super big crazy novels, but it's literally like I grew up with it and I love it so much because of Percy Jackson. So when they said that in this story that Diana is getting deeply rooted into Greek mythology, I fell in love with it. I'm like, yes, I have to get it. Now this story, if I'm not mistaken, at least this part of it, right, the 1 through 6 was adapted into the first DCEU movie, which was the one with Ares, right? Was it just Wonder Woman 84? Or I don't remember the first. No, that might have been the second one. The one with Steve Trevor and Ares and all those guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The very first Wonder Woman movie. This is the reason why it got adapted, because it got adapted from this story. So I can't wait to show you guys. Like I said, this looks amazing. This is easily super dope for me. But yeah, so here's the price for it. So, and that would be it. So that would be all for the unboxing. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like it up, subscribe. Man, I'm super excited. I feel like a kid on Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've ordered these and I've been waiting for, I think the last one was Sojourner Joe Moline. Is that your last name, Moline? That was when I was waiting on to do this video. It did come in, so I was super excited. I can't wait to show you guys. I mean, it feels so great, man, because I was really wanting to get into comics. I really have been for a long time, and I'm glad I've finally taken the step because I feel like a kid again. Like I said, like I could not wait to do these unboxings. Like, these came out so much better than I even thought they would, and I just couldn't wait to. By the way, I've been saying crisscross applesauce for like 20 minutes. My legs have been hurting. Listen, I've been at work, man. My legs been hurting. But yeah, so I really do appreciate y'all. If y'all are super excited to get these covered, like I said, I'm gonna go through them. I'm gonna study them. Okay, if this is a story I want to put to the channel, I will definitely let you guys know. If you're interested in any more, because like I said, I have 3 more comics coming that I know of. One might be super, and it may not be the man that y'all thinking of. It might be another super person out there. If you know, you know. I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. She's getting the movie soon, and I know a little bit about the story. I'm not gonna say the name, but we're gonna cover it on the channel when we get here. I know a little bit about the story, but I wanted to get it a physical copy because I love that character, and I think they're super dope. I'll bring that to the channel, but I hope you guys enjoy. Love y'all. Peace out.